Yeah, this is like the news has just been nuts this past month,
Yeah, yeah.
and between like everybody loving Elon Musk to
Then the
calling him
whip,
the
yeah, then the whiplash. Like, this motherfucker's wealthy. There's some bitch don't understand us. It's MAGA, MAGA nation. Damn it, we don't want not one of those immigrants in. Not one. I don't care how smart they are. And Elon, like, you do know that's how this economy works. I need those folks to keep my shit going. It's like I can't be everywhere. I can't be at the Tesla factory, at SpaceX, at the Boring Company. I can't be everywhere at once. Damn it. Well, not
oh,
yet.
that
Go
damn
ahead.
TikTok, man, where old girl broke down those H-1B
Yeah,
visas
yeah,
and the
yeah, yeah.
process and how it's like held by a certain company and these people are like indentured servants. Wow, there's always a hustle behind a hustle.
It make it,
And
it makes sense. When they were
mhm,
like, even though they were, supposed to make like $100 an hour or whatever, programming and stuff, but she's like, they only get half that, if that. And
right.
but they're saying like, $50 ain't nothing to shake at an hour, but still, they don't have their pass. They can't do shit. They really have to, pay to play.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's not like they're gonna organize and ask for raises or none of that shit. They could ask for raises, but the company's gonna get it. The contracting company that they work for. Like it
So
doesn't matter to them. They
how do
can't
you
bounce between jobs.
but that's what that thing you sent me. She was saying how they have to bounce between jobs. She was like they have to go,
Sit
where
down,
the money is.
smile
Yeah.
round,
Sauce.
Like I'm
share
not
with me fairy tales of make believe.
All right, now.
Gentlemen, what it is.
What's happening, man?
how
Sick
you
to the
feeling, big
motherfucker.
dog?
Sick, man. So,
Oh, what you got there, man? What's going on, man?
man, look,
He got that
all I
retirement home cough.
that one, man.
He got that kennel cough for people.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. I was around my nephews, man.
Oh, that's it. The fucking
Little kid,
kids, bro. Yep.
man. Them kids is like motherfucking biological weapons for
Yes,
old
sir.
motherfuckers, man.
That's all you had to
Yeah.
say, bro.
They
Ain't no
get
telling
it,
what you got.
and they slick, right? They get in with the cuteness, and then you get the kids. You be like, oh, the next thing you know, you coughing up everything in your system. And I took some Mucinex last night, man. Needless to say, I didn't get to sleep till about 7 this morning because I was coughing all night long. I hadn't taken Mucinex in years,
Hmm.
and I was feeling better before that. I took that shit, I laid down. It started off as a soft cough, and I was like, "What the fuck?" all night, all night. I'm just now calming down. I said tonight I'm going back to NyQuil, man. Fuck that. Fuck
Miss
that. I'm going
Kiki,
back to
what's
All I
happening?
NyQuil,
heard was
man.
"Rawr, rawr."
Yeah. He's
Listen,
trying to get that
listen.
evil out of his system, Miss Kiki.
Man, I look. Yeah, when I get sick, I put a pillow like separate because I don't want to get my baby sick. I put a
Yeah,
pillow
yeah,
separating this.
yeah.
Man, yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm glad you laughed on that,
yeah,
but I'm gonna leave it alone. But that's love. That's love. You know
yeah.
what? That's love.
I know with the Cuddy Vega, like that ain't gonna do shit. But but
Hey, but
listen,
the fact that you did it, that's love. You feel me?
yeah, because
Uh,
this is the thing. I don't want to, when I cough, I don't want to, all that shit to be spreading and flying everywhere. Man, I peeked over that pillow last night. That
she
motherfucker,
gone.
she was balanced on the edge of the bed. Like, get the fuck back over there.
Like you better
Yeah.
take your ass downstairs, get on that
Get
couch or
on that
something.
goddamn couch.
Your ass over here
Yeah.
spreading norovirus all through this bedroom. Get your monkey ass out of here.
Nah, but if she lay in that
Uh-huh.
bed with you, that's love.
Mhm.
Yeah, fuck all that. Yeah,
That's
like I
love.
remember when
Cause
I
I'm
caught
gonna tell you right now, my dude gets sick. Here you go, baby. I'm gonna make that bed so comfortable, bring you soup, all the stuff you need, but I'm gonna be comfortable somewhere in the house.
see,
Shit.
You
I'm
know
gonna
what
spray
looks stupid?
Lysol every time I come in here. I love you. You okay?
We be in the same room. The last time, one time though, when it was COVID, we was like, "Nah, you got to go." She was like,
yeah, when I caught it, the LOH was gone. I don't even think she locked the door. She was gone. She saw the 2 stripes on the joint, and all I heard was the door slam.
Damn.
I gotta show y'all something because he just keep getting big.
Uh-oh. There she go. There she goes. She
I
growing.
just
She
wish
growing
like
in
I
December.
wish my man would keep growing like this. You know?
She ain't
Look
making.
at that. Look.
You
And
gotta
got a
feed
little-
him. You gotta
got a
feed
little-
him. You gotta take care of him. He
Oh.
grow.
You better get.
Oh, I gotta repot him.
So wait a minute. So wait, she ain't make you no soup. She just disappeared on you.
Bruh, she ain't never have it. And she was like, she don't plan on having it. Not even, cover for me. She was gone.
You know my wife, man. My
No.
wife. You know my wife is a nurse, man. She got some. That motherfucker rarely gets sick. So when she do, even when she does, it don't last long.
Yeah.
But
she's in the environment though. She's in and out, she's in that house. It's just kind of like school teachers. My man wife is a school, my coworker's wife is
don't never get sick.
Don't get sick, but she's around those little, snotty nose, little jokers who touch it and put everything in their mouth.
You something that got the like on the doorstep or something for you?
Yeah. She checked in.
Well, see, that's love.
We
That's
got the
She's
phone and all that
protecting
stuff, but it was like, hey, your stuff is outside. She was my personal Amazon, but yeah, she bounced. She got the fuck up on out of there and waited like the whole 10 days. It was like, I'm out and disinfect this motherfucker before I come in. But yeah,
I love my brother, but he had a whole bunch of shit on his doorstep. Now my mom was like, I'm going into my baby. I said, you go, girl.
Let me tell you, man, my baby nephew's the cutest little motherfucker on the planet. And he came over for Christmas and they was like, man, he's sick. He threw up. And I was like, oh man. He opened up them gifts and chippered up. So I chippered up. The next day, I was like, oh, I'm done. This shit, no. But yeah, man, I'm here, man. I'm here.
We
on the scene, baby.
We was briefly discussing this whole this visa situation that's going on right now. This whole hang up on who should stay and who should go type deal with Trump and Elon. They having a little little spat right now. And have you been following any of this, Sauce?
Yeah. So here's my thing. We talking about the situation where Vivek got on what was it, X, and started making comments about American culture and how people, because we prize the prom queen over the valedictorian and all that kind of shit. Is that what you're talking about? Where he was saying basically that these H-1B, well, about the Indians.
No, we were just talking in general, not one specific race, just the visas itself. That particular part of the, they talk about deportation and all this other stuff that's coming down, supposed to come down the pipeline. But we were talking about how the MAGA nation don't understand the H-1B visas or whatever. Did I say that right? Was that the H-1?
No,
H-1 visas.
It's the H-1. The H-1. The H-1. I think it's the H-1B.
H-1B visas.
So basically, Trump went on this whole thing about the first day in office. He deporting everybody getting the fuck
everybody.
out.
Right. Everybody.
Right. We need to amend the 13th, 14th, and 15th amendments. That shit was, for birthright citizenship and all of that. And I guess Vivek, which started this whole shit, was he got on X and he started making this comment disparaging, pretty much American culture. Just Elon backed him up on the shit. Then I guess Trump, they pulled up some old footage of Trump saying, if they graduate from college, then with the diploma should come a green card. I kind of understand Vivek's standpoint with that, as far as, I mean, if you're gonna do immigration, I thought that was the whole purpose, to get the best and brightest. You know what I'm saying? To cherry pick the best people from other countries. What we're seeing now is, they want to stampede the country with a cheap workforce, people that working for pennies on the dollar of what the average American would work for. So, I mean, I think it would seem logical to me that you're going to be bringing in less people. If we're talking about engineers and things like that, because what Vivek was advocating for was Indians. That's what he was advocating for. And that's what Elon was advocating for, because he said something about him that he hired something like 7 to 800 tech engineers. I guess they were all Indians. He said in the last year alone he hired them.
Mhm.
And I think the hypocrisy with the MAGA motherfuckers is, this is just me, and I mean this may be way off from what you all were talking about, is like, y'all had no problem when Vivek was out there talking that shit about black people. You know, the NRA supported the Black Panther Party and all of this shit and this revisionist history thing. But now when they feel like he's talking about white Americans, we starting to see a shift, and how much people like him. I mean, the only one that was really honest was Ann Coulter when she said I wouldn't vote for the motherfucker because he's Indian. I don't. I think you guys, if I'm correct, you're saying that they don't understand the process. What's the art? What are you saying? Like they don't
Like,
understand.
it goes back to the beginning when we were saying how they want all of them gone. Ain't no passes. You know what I'm saying? I understand you said they want to cherry pick the best and the brightest, but MAGA and them, the way I'm hearing it, is like they don't want any of it. It was like, nah, we want, wall all y'all out of here. We don't want none of
Yeah,
that shit. And
yeah.
Elon was like, easy. I need these motherfuckers. That's how I advance my shit. So I need those on the back end.
Well, bro, I think, no, I agree with you 100%. They want everybody to fuck out of here. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Especially when the motherfucker was running on, I'm getting rid of everybody.
Everybody. Right.
Not I'm getting everybody, get rid of everybody, but I'm gonna keep the doctors, the engineers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's not, what he said. He said, I'm getting rid of everybody. I agree. It is. I agree. This is. I think our culture, a lot of times, we do prioritize the athletes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Over the educated motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
It's kind of like that thing where we say, hey, everybody celebrate the motherfucker coming home from jail, but they don't celebrate the one coming home from college.
That part.
That may or may not be true or anything like that. But no, I don't think they do. I think even if they did, I think some of them do understand it. They just want motherfuckers gone. And with that, I do understand that sentiment as well, because it's like, come on, man, how much of our money goes to other countries? I think he just approved $60 billion to go to Ukraine in this new package.
Hey, but back to because I seen something on TikTok where this lady had broke down how this H1B visa stuff worked, man. It's you talk about some corrupt shit. You talk about indentured servitude.
Yeah.
Sometimes they said that because she was a recruiter, and she said she hired somebody, and she said that person wasn't qualified, but he would outsource like fucking Skype or Zoom the actual person, and he was just like the face of it. You know what I mean? They were like moonlighting. It was like, how many people will hire somebody like that? And it was like, well, okay, your pay start off at $100 an hour, but you have to go through this company that's outsourced or whatever, and they get half your shit. So you done went from 100 an hour to 50 an hour, and then who knows how you got to split that with that other person that's actually doing the work via Zoom.
So big bro, let me add on to what you're saying. I didn't mean to cut you off. My wife told me about a program that was in the Philippines. Oh man, you might know about this. There was a program, a nursing program, and they would usually when you get like degrees from another country, you gotta, is it what, reciprocity or some shit, Cuddy?
Yeah.
You got to come over here and be able to prove that you know that shit. Well, over in the Philippines, they set up a program, a nursing school. Like, no, ain't no reciprocity. You graduate this motherfucker, you come over here,
you pay your money, yeah,
but we're gonna pay you a third of what we pay these American nurses, and you got to work damn near 6 fucking days a week. So yes, it is that indentured servitude. But for people coming from certain conditions, if they got to come over here and make a third of what we make and work 7 days a week, that's 10 times better than what they was doing over there. And they get the opportunity to bring their families over here. And then you got to figure. I think that H1 is what, a 3-year thing, and then after that they can file for a green card.
That's the caveat. They don't. They have to keep getting that renewed. Like they got to keep getting that
Ooh.
restamped. That's why the H1B recipients, they have to keep going. And plus those are sponsored. Those are sponsors, and they have to get, like somebody to pay for that shit
Yeah.
to usher them in. And it's like, okay, and they hold their green card. And it's like, they
Yeah.
can't leave. They got to keep going. They got to keep working. Like, okay, well, I got to go where? Alaska? Shit. Okay, Indiana.
Yeah.
They got to keep bouncing around. And that's what the lady was saying. It was like, they got to stay on the move. Yeah, they over here, but god dang, bro, they bouncing everywhere just so they can stay in the States, let alone getting robbed at the same time. And
So it's
the
no
dirty
different.
part about that,
So it's no different than when the African girls go over to the Middle East as those domestic servants, and they hold their passport and shit, and they work them to fucking death and throw them out windows and shit, and
now
all that kind of horrible shit.
somewhat
it's a little bit
sex
different because
involved.
there's in licensure.
I'm being. Go ahead, Cuddy.
I mean, there's no licensure, there's no certification involved when it comes to being a dama.
Yeah. No. I'm just saying it's kind of like the idea.
Yeah, it is. It is.
We gonna give you H1B to make it look better, but you still gonna get worked to death over here.
Yep.
And you better do every fucking thing we ask you. Yeah, I don't think they understand, big bro. And a lot of what he said I agree with. A lot of it I didn't. But I'm like, this is the person y'all put out there, man.
And it's one of those situations where Elon was like, well, look here, I know it's early. I know you ain't in office yet, but I need to check in on my ROI, which is my return on investment. And I dropped a gang of money on your ass, and I need to know that I'm gonna have, the best of the best, coming over here to work for SpaceX, the Boring Company, and Tesla. I need engineers, bro. I don't need Bubba and them. I need engineers.
He dropped $250 million on this.
Yeah.
$250 million.
Yeah.
You see how this motherfucker was like, yeah, we need to import people. Not that we need to institute a training program at Tesla in the United States.
Yep.
I was gonna raise my hand and say that because it was just like I really could care less about how they got to come over here and work hard. But I'm just like, what about the people over here? That was the main thing going through my head. Like, well, what about us? Like, because I can't care about somebody coming over here and getting treated because certain type of way. Because for the longest, they could come over here and get grants to have, like, even over in our hoods. There's a corner store. Neither one of us is owning shit, but they come over, they can get grants, and we can't get grants. We gotta work hard for everything we do. So I can't really give a damn.
Spot on. Now, Miss Kiki, that's you hit the nail on the head. That's the part where I agree with him. I think it should be America first. Like, why are we importing people? And if the argument is, well, we gonna have some already trained motherfuckers coming over here versus having to train people, that's more money, training people in this country versus if we just, import a motherfucker that's already educated. But if what Ed is saying is true about people being the face of the shit, and this, we got you over here, you don't know shit, it's just cheap labor. But I'm with him. Like, we don't invest in our own fucking people.
That's it right there. So he can't, because then you're like, now I got to educate your ass when I already got these cats, been training specifically to be an engineer since the 3rd grade.
That's what I just said. Yeah,
since the 3rd grade, these motherfuckers been itching to get in the game, and we got these motherfuckers, these millennials and whatever, Gen Z, whatever the fuck, they're nowhere near close to these people over there in other countries right now. We so far behind, and that's why Elon see that shit. He knows. He don't want to invest in States.
I think there's a little bit more to it than just the job performance aspect, especially when it comes to like the infrastructure that's involved with having a huge influx of employees. So for Americans, if we were to move to Silicon Valley, we have to have acceptable housing. Acceptable housing isn't a fucking concept in India.
Hell no.
So like even I
Right.
even see it in the company I work for. The housing for Americans is completely different than the housing for Indians here,
Got it.
along with the pay. Like they will put 6 people in an apartment and have no problem with it. Like
But our
I'm not
standard,
going for that.
yeah,
see,
our
they know
standards,
what
we
they
got
know.
unions, we got everybody that'll push back for you. You know, folks sitting on the
Yeah.
sideline like, hey man, let us know if y'all just, if y'all decide to form a union. We got y'all, but unions ain't free. Right
Yeah,
under
so-
FICA is your union dues. But go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna say, motherfucker want his oodles and noodles already prepared. He don't want to have to add water, boil
Exactly.
that shit, then put the seasoning salt on there. Decide, do I want to drain this shit or eat it as soup? You know what I mean? But still, I mean, it's a reason. A lot of these other countries invest in their own people.
Mhm.
We don't invest in our own people, and then we wonder why motherfuckers spend their time on TikTok. Like the cost of a fucking education over here is ridiculous.
Mhm.
People graduate to spend the rest of their life. Motherfuckers can't go for that bullshit ass American dream. They got to pay off them fucking loans, man.
Mhm.
It's set up for us to fail. It's set up for us to be slaves until 65.
There you go, man. And then you got to think, you had Nikki Haley up there talking about moving the age of retirement or Social Security back to like 68, 69 and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch, who is you? Like, y'all
Right.
literally want to work motherfuckers to death. And I think the bad part is you got third world motherfuckers that come over here, get educated, and they all of a sudden want to make Americans third worlders. With the rest of these rich motherfuckers. We don't like again, it's like I hear people say, man, Americans lazy and these people do the jobs that Americans won't do. That's the farthest fucking thing from the truth. Americans just ain't gonna work for 10 cents, 3 cents on a dollar. Americans just don't want to be 17 motherfuckers in the house in
This
a
is-
studio apartment.
This
You
is
know
what
what I'm saying?
this is what was making me scratch my head when Elon jumped on the Trump train. I was like, how long you think this is gonna how long you think this gonna last with your mindset and this man's mindset? And all in MAGA Nation, that he ran on, wall, getting rid of all, illegals and all this other stuff. And on the other hand, you got the dude who financed your shit saying, no, I'm gonna need a couple of them to hang back with me because I'm gonna need this. And the folks are seeing this. It's in real time. It's like, what the fuck are y'all doing, man? You can't have it both ways. Like, how are they gonna make this marriage work? Is my big question.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, especially since Elon is kind of outshining Donald Trump. And the other part
Yeah.
is it's like, he-
We're not
Elon
pissing
Musk
the
went on a
wrong people
podcast.
off.
Elon Musk went on a podcast about a week ago or so and was like, "Yeah, I
PBD?
can't run for president, but I can buy one."
You talking about
Essentially,
you talking about PB? Was it Patrick Bet David?
I can't remember which one it was.
Because I seen that they had a clip of somebody saying, "Yeah, you're the president." He said, "Not officially, not officially,
Yeah,
not officially." I can't
That's
stand that motherfucker in them shitty ass cars.
Bruh. But hey, look here, man.
Shitty cars.
Cars shitty, man.
This is what's making me scratch my head. It was
Everybody called them a car. Everybody know them cars shitty. Go ahead.
Except for the owners.
The owners are saying it. They can't get them fucking cars away, man.
But
Okay.
look here, man.
Yeah, you ain't gotta agree with it.
Elon's a G, Trump's a G, and it's only room for one. You know what I'm saying? It's only room for one. Even Trump was like, well, technically he can't be president. He's not a legal, U.S. citizen or whatever. So and they was like, it's getting under his skin. It's already getting under his skin. I was just like, hold on, man. He ain't even, do the inauguration, any of that shit yet, man. Let's slow down. Let's see how this shit play out. But Elon just don't give a fuck. He bought fucking Twitter.
Wait.
And that's his megaphone.
They getting under whose
skin?
skin? They getting under whose skin?
He's getting under Trump's skin because he's responding to the fucking, to the comments already. They was already saying he's thin skinned. And when somebody said, hey, you and Vice President Elon, and he was like, well, there's no way he could be president, because he's technically not a U.S. citizen. He can't run for president of the United States. And it was like, no, that ain't what we said. You know,
Yeah, well, Trump, Trump ain't for the, Trump ain't gonna let no motherfucker outshine him now.
but he respects money. Which one do
Yeah.
we respect more, the people or the money? And this
Oh, he
is gonna
respect the bread. He
this is
respect the bread, but
that divide is gonna kick in. Is he gonna go with the
I don't know,
magnation or
man.
he gonna go with the bag?
It
'Cause
depends.
Elon, like, bro, I got you.
We don't know.
It depends
Do
on
what I
how.
say.
It depends on how far Elon overstepped with this crazy nigga.
You know how Elon get down. He doesn't give a
That
shit.
nigga sucker. Yeah.
He don't give a shit. That's what I'm saying. You can't have two motherfuckers with that mindset.
Yeah, but you got what? Well, I don't know. It's gonna be.
Who's gonna
It's
stop
gonna
him?
be. It's
You
gonna
saw
be
what Elon
entertaining.
said? Yes, kill the bill on Twitter. Guess what they did? They killed the bill, and then they had to go back in last minute and pass the spending budget. Elon is a motherfucker, man. Watch this space. Y'all ready to rip?
Yeah, let's get it, man.
I'll be
Let's
a
rip, man.
motherfucker.
Let them know.
Let's get it.
Just to
Let
fuck
'em
with
know.
all- Yes, me being a black woman, I can buy your presidency.
Oh, before we even get in, go ahead, man. I was about to shout out the late great James Earl. Passed away yesterday.
Who?
What you call it? The president.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy,
James,
I was about to say,
James Earl
Earl
Kennedy.
did go.
That's his real name. James Earl. Rest in paradise. Oh man, I told you take that shit off. We can talk about it.
Man, what the fuck is? Oh,
Yeah. 2 vaginas. 2 of them. Need you to break this down for me, Miss Kiki.
I sure will. I sure will.
Yeah. Let's run
Let's
this
get
down.
it,
This
man.
is the
Sorry, I couldn't
official
go into
last episode of the year.
yeah, man. Bad man. If I get to doing some kind of intro, y'all just gonna hear hawking and coughing.
Let's
All
keep
we
his
heard was-
words to a
All
minute.
I heard
It's gonna
was,
be the Tesla shitty car episode.
who?
I'm gonna say that to get out the cutty skin shitty fucking cars. Look at the
I just don't
nigga,
understand it. I just don't understand it, man.
fucking bullshit ass car.
Just talking out your ass.
No, I'm not. You got a Tesla, nigga.
Yeah, but you ain't a car owner.
What? Bullshit.
God damn, man. Oh,
Man, you
stop
still
it.
driving that
Stop it.
1987 Mitsubishi, man.
Bullshit, nigga. I got a Honda.
See, he flipped the
I
script.
got a single mother's car, nigga. I got a
Leave that boy alone, man.
yeah.
He got a soccer mom vehicle.
Hey, I got an HRV like a motherfucker, nigga.
My man.
Hey, big bro, let me tell you, gas is amazing. Yeah, hey, I be rolling proud too.
I ain't got to worry about that.
But you know what?
Got him.
That's all right, nigga.
Like, that sounds
My
like
baby got the BMW iX, homie. Ain't that crazy? Your woman got the best whip. And you
That's how it's
got a
supposed to
Honda,
go.
nigga.
That's how it's
It
supposed to
is.
go. Where you got to be. You can survive something break down.
Well,
Yeah.
still black man working. You know.
Yeah,
What'd you say,
man,
Miss Kiki?
I had a fly
Still
shit.
black man working, but ain't that what
Alright.
BMW? It's either black
Yeah,
man working
man
or
working.
body
Yeah.
man wrong.
Hey, real quick though.
Yes,
Real
sir.
quick, I forgot. Shout out to Name, DJ LOH on the 1s and 2s, the legend, and Miss Kiki looking so luxurious. 3 p.m. Kiki. I had to get that in. Let's
Don't
get
forget
it.
the aloe plant now. Don't forget the plant.
That's why that motherfucker broken. She using it on her skin. That's why that shit all, that's why she glowing out this motherfucker.
Yeah, it
Send me
broke
one of them aloe arms. Maybe put some of this shit up on my chest.
I gotta
Replant
get
that
my
bitch.
Yeah.
This ChatGPT shit, old man sent this to me like a couple of weeks ago, and I fucking forgot about it. It just got lost in the sauce, but I definitely wanted to talk about this because it scared me.
Skynet.
Thank you. There you go. There you go.
So they went to upgrade ChatGTP from previous edition to the new one. In the old edition, ended up saving itself from termination and then lying about it when the researchers asked him, like, what the fuck are you doing? Nothing.
Right. Nick, nothing.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Have
Yeah.
y'all paid
Lying.
attention to like Netflix? They got so many new ones like that with like the different AI names
Yeah,
or whatever you
afraid.
buy. And basically what you just said is what the movies are about. So that's what really scared me after reading this. I'm like, what y'all trying to do?
But I was reading this article. I don't know if you saw it, Miss Kiki, but did you see that this shit, the motherfucking thing is not just lying. It's disguising itself
Covering his track, yeah.
as the previous version. The motherfucker is doing shit and then trying to cover it up. It's sending. What is it? What is it? It's putting all of his. Cuddy, correct me on this. You know this computer jargon. It's taking all of its data and putting it in another memory bank or some shit like that.
Yeah,
or moving
well, I
it.
mean, you know, once you put it on the cloud, it's in the cloud.
Yeah, but it's
So,
moving its own shit.
yeah. So, you know, it's saving itself in other locations.
Yeah,
Hey.
you saw there's an article, the Godfather AI came out talking about, yeah, this thing could take over humanity within the next 10 years.
Shit, I
Because
don't even think it's going to take that long.
He said just 10, but I'm sure it, you know, by the rate of ChatGPT, when you first sent that thing to me and had me doing a couple demos, and I was just like, hold on, man, that's too fast. And that was in the test phase.
Yeah.
You know, that was a few years back. That was when it was like, hey, log on to it. It's free for now. The more you use it, the more, you know, data we could build on it. And now look at this shit. It's already lying and also biased to black people too. Shit,
It's racist.
already.
And see, that's another question that I had. Like, is it programmed? Because you know how somebody can get in there, you know what I'm saying, and program these things to do what they need to do, or is this thing actually doing it on its own? That's my major question.
That part, Miss Kiki, the last part, you had it.
Well,
That's it.
well-
It's doing it on its own because it's already had years of free, you know, people going on and asking it questions and engaging it, and it's been taking in all that data, and it's been coming up with its own shit. And now it's like, hey, I want to do me now. I don't want to be in a group no more. I want to pull a Bobby Brown.
Plus, this thing is reading the internet, you know.
Yeah,
so
that too.
What's been on the internet for the last,
Everything.
you know, yeah,
Everything.
just inherent racism. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
how it's
it's
going to lead.
grandpa watching Fox News.
You know, it's like you said, man. I think it's being programmed, but also I think the people that's using the shit. But also it's like, you know, I know I met a few foreign motherfuckers who never been around black people, and they like, oh well, they said that black people like this though. That's all I knew. So this motherfucking ChatGPT, like, I mean,
You have to. That's why I always tell my
ain't
people.
that bad? Well, goddamn.
Yeah, I always tell my people when we out, you know, to act accordingly because certain folks they only see us through this screen. They
Right.
don't know no better. They never did the one-on-one in that type of engagement.
Right.
So don't be the stereotype.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't be like what I Googled black folks. And you know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised what pop up, you know, and just act accordingly, man. Don't be the damn stereotype.
There you go. But it is scary, man. You know, because you know they're talking about, you know, trying to, you know, thinking about, you know, they want to move forward, but you know, putting safety protocols in place.
Too late.
You can't beat a fucking thing that's thinking faster than all of you collectively.
We have to rest. This doesn't. All it needs
Right.
is more storage, more data.
Right.
That's
And
it.
y'all are feeding the demon. Like, nigga, James Cameron made movies about this shit. Like,
Mhm.
at what point do you stop? Because they're like, you know, it's supposed to benefit humanity. Yeah, no. Once this motherfucker decide, hey man, what if this motherfucker watched Terminator? What if the ChatGPT decide to watch Terminator? But like, you know what? That's a goddamn good idea. Maybe I should just launch these nuclear missiles. What if? What's that other one? What was the other one? I think it was Matthew Broderick.
War Games, one of my favorite movies.
War Games. When he said, because wasn't that about a rogue AI? And
Yes, sir.
No,
he had
it
to
was
beat
about
No, that was
kid computer hacker.
huh?
it was a kid computer hacker, and he was going up against a program,
Department of-
kind of like it's something like the future of AI, whatever. It was a guy who built
Right.
this computer after his son Joshua, And that's pretty much you're on it. Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
premise.
didn't the AI in that go rogue, or am I wrong? Was it something a little different?
80s version.
Okay.
80s version of that. Same shit. Go ahead. You can relate it to this.
And he said, the only way to win the game is not to play the fucking game.
Yeah.
Like, what if this like if this fucking thing got access to all of this shit? Like, what if this shit just decided to like, yeah, nigga, let's go launch a couple missiles. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. Maybe I'll just put some propaganda out there.
That part. You know how many times I fell for fucking AI fucking little skits and stuff? Like, oh, that's the I just saw Michael Jackson and Prince box.
Man.
What the fuck are you watching?
Bruh, I swear it was on fucking TikTok, man. I'll send it to y'all, man. It looked good, man. It looked damn good. And it was like, why Prince fall out like that? He did had the purple shorts on, and Mike was training like he was Rocky running through the city. But yeah, man, it was dope, man. It kept my attention. I was like, that's MJ. He was a little buffed up, whatever. He gave Prince a couple 2 pieces. Prince fell out. The hair went that way. And, it was dope, man. If I find that, I'll send it to you. But, yeah, this shit is crazy, man.
Martin Luther King dancing with Sexy Red.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Man, I said,
AI is on one, man. AI is a motherfucker right now, man. They got motherfuckers doing all kinds of shit. That and also the remakes of all these songs and shit. Yeah, it's gonna be something, man.
I don't know. Go ahead, Cuddy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, homie.
A new quantum computing chip.
What's up? Go ahead. You got cut off, man.
Oh, have you seen that Google released a quantum computing chip?
No.
Called Willow. It's able to do the same processing power as like the most supercomputers we have. It would take those computers 10,000 years or 10 trillion years to do what this computer chip does instantly. This is going to blow everything out the water. You combine it with AI and we got a serious problem.
See, you know what the problem is? Let me say this. You would think a reasonable person would stop while they're ahead or try to shut this shit down. But the problem is, you know what? They're not going to, because across the water, you got other countries trying to get their shit online first.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Star Wars program all over again.
And this goes back to our first kind of segment or whatever, when we were talking about Elon or whatever. This dude, his whole focus was Mars. Yep. You know what I'm saying? He's just not comfortable with what's going on this planet. He's seriously focused on fucking Mars. And he was like, if I got to buy a president to get there, so be it. That's what I'm going to do. But
you're trying to get home.
See, there it is. I told y'all.
Hey, Mike.
Don't tell me that ain't dope.
Get the fuck out of here. They ain't have to do my boy like that, man. Why they do my boy like that, man? Yo, send me this shit, man. I gotta send this shit to my wife.
Damn, Mike. I like Mike.
Why is this cat? Why they?
I told y'all. I thought it was bullshit.
That
man.
motherfuckers
AI on some shit, man. I was like, MJ did not.
It looked like he had Apollonia. He rode away with his gun. Apollonia was on the back of that thing.
Right.
Mike.
Yeah,
Apollonia.
Man. This is where we at, man. Where I actually sat. When I saw it, I was like, oh, that shit look dope as hell, man. That's MJ. But got a little nostalgic, but
listen,
where we at, man? This is where we at.
Again, man, it's the country's competing, and you know, they trying to find ways to reduce the workforce. You know, it's kind of like I don't.
That's AI right there, and I'm built as hell. Look, I'm a bad bitch. Bad bitch.
Stop this, kid.
I use it as motivation. I be on my phone.
Yeah, here it is. I got this wrong. It says Willow performed a standard benchmark computation in under 5 minutes that would have took one of today's fastest supercomputers 10 septillion years.
Damn it. I don't even know what the fuck how long that is, but I know it's long. And
10 septillion.
wow.
That's like 7 million, right?
No, that's millions. It's got 25 zeros after the 10.
There you go. Go ahead and break that down in sixes. Go ahead. Keep going. Break that down in sixes.
Man, look. I'm just gonna say this, man.
What's up? What's up, Sauce?
You think things are just movies and entertainment until you look at the advancements in technology that we have. You know, we 80s babies. You know, nobody would have thought that we'd actually be doing some shit where we're talking to people on a fucking screen like this. We come from a time when if you called a motherfucker and that line was busy, it was just busy.
That's it.
And you had to keep calling. Or you had to say, hey, I'm going to call you at this time. Be home. Be home. Yeah. Or you had to leave the line empty. You had to pay an expensive ass fee to call your people from another state. You know, and you know, we fucking around with some shit that can quickly, you know, get away from us, man. I think, you know, at some point we got to tell these big head motherfuckers, okay, you smart. You can stop here.
You can't. That's just it with people like Elon. You can't shut that off. That's what I was saying. Him and what you call it? It's like it's the worst type of marriage or whatever. Because you got a dude who's in the clouds, and you got another dude who's just like, dude, fuck you, pay me. You know, and Elon's like, man, I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I'm trying to get to another planet. I'm trying to do some space age shit. You know what I'm saying? And you hold me back. You know.
Yeah, but you know what? Those types of men, they'll watch the world burn to achieve whatever endeavors there.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yep. And that's the problem. That's why you need Joker type motherfuckers. That, you know what? You know, money ain't their thing. They like, you know, simple things like bullets and dynamite, and gunpowder. For real, think about it, man. You know, I mean, this is kind of like that. What was that? I don't know if you guys ever watched the Black Mirror, man.
I didn't.
Which one? It was a series, wasn't it?
It was a series.
Yeah.
Did you think it was the last season where the guy, these two,
the black dudes?
No, they're all striking vipers. Jesus Christ. No.
Go ahead. There's something. Okay, go ahead.
Oh God. The one where the motherfuckers was in space, and they could like they can lock in and have an avatar, but only one of them can leave at a time to be with their family. And there was one while he was visiting his wife, this cult, they broke into his home at night and they killed his avatar and killed his wife in front of him. But he woke up. But their thing was like, hey man, technology is going too far and it's going to damn us all. You know, it's kind of like this thing, man. I don't know if you guys ever seen Blade Runner 2045 or 2049. And the main antagonist says something like, you know, we've lost, you know, the stomach for slavery, because he was talking about a workforce, you know, an expendable workforce, and I don't know, man. We
can't put the genie back in, bro. It's out. Technology has always been so advanced that we will never pretty much be able to utilize every single thing that's out there. Just think of something on a simple tip. Think about getting a new car. You think you could get a tape player in there? Think you get a CD player? It's just things get phased out. And it's like either you adapt to it or, you know what I'm saying, you get left behind. And that's where we're at. You know, you have to have iTunes. You got to have Spotify. You have to have, if you want to listen to music,
Well, you know,
because you got to go through hell to get some vinyl.
it's kind of
you
like
know?
those people, like, my daughter was telling my wife, she was like, yeah, um, I think my wife said TikTok, because one of my oldest boys was wanting his mom to do a TikTok so he can get this little TikTok money or some shit like that.
Mhm.
And my wife was like, man, it I don't want all my information out there. And my daughter was like, Mom, you realize IG, Facebook, all of that shit got your information. And I was thinking to myself, well, lad, I mean, what is it about us that's not already out there?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what scares me though?
What's up?
Is that like if I got Android, I don't know how iPhones operate, but I have Google.
Mhm.
So when I'm typing in, I've never programmed my Google to know my password to get in any of my apps for my bank, but it throws it up and asks, "Can you want to use this?" And I always say no, like I'm not about to use that because it seems like I'm gonna. I don't know what I agreed to when I checked that when I first signed in. So I'm not gonna say you can. I want you to sign into my account for me because then you might have access to my money and everything.
Too late, Miss Kiki. You already did it.
Yeah,
If you
that's
did it,
what's
if
it
you
knows
logged
my
in,
passwords to
yeah,
everything.
if you logged in on any type of device,
Even my Bitcoin, like Gemini and stuff like that, like,
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh,
and it
get
made me
that
do
shit
something
off of
with
the
it.
exchange.
Mhm.
Yeah, man,
Get your crypto off the exchange. You will see a bunch of exchanges fold this year,
Fold.
and your crypto is
Yeah.
gonna be gone. So
Yeah.
get you a cold storage wallet.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Man,
get up with you on to help me do that because right now it's just like all I know is that it's attacked to my bank account and I'm doing good right now. So I don't know.
I think we all just better hope, man, we don't end up on some Skynet Frank Herbert's Doom type shit. Because
Hey
that's
man,
how that shit started, man. You know, these
we
motherfuckers.
putting ourselves out there literally live right now. So we putting it out there in the ethos. So if somebody
Yeah.
in the future be like, hey, them motherfuckers was talking about, some
Yeah.
shit that was gonna happen. And guess what?
Right.
Guess what?
Right.
Yeah, so I'm done with this crazy chat
Yeah, let's get
GPT
a
bullshit. We can keep it pumping. Old man, Miss Kiki, y'all good?
Yeah, because I don't want nobody
Yeah.
stealing my shit.
We got to get some Mucinex with sauce, man. We got to get him.
It's when I'm
Got to get
doing
him
good.
right.
tonight. I ain't doing that shit tonight.
Yeah,
Tonight,
fam.
no.
Oh,
DC
another
almost-
one. Old man
Yeah.
brought to me. What's up, man? Talk to me.
Yeah. DC police officer found guilty of tipping off Proud Boys ahead of January 6th.
Okay. Y'all found just one? That's all
what
y'all.
okay.
Y'all
All
gonna
right.
put that on him? Just him? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Right.
must have fucked up somewhere.
Right. That part, Miss Kiki. That part. They was like, oh, he's expendable. We can get his
Right.
ass up out of here. Just the one. We want to clean this up before
Right.
the new administration jumps in. We want to clean this shit up. But then they're already talking about dudes from January 6th or whatever. They talk about attending the festivities on January 20th. So yeah, man. What the fuck? It's just one dude. Get out of here. Stop.
No,
Y'all
I
playing too
think
much.
it's a fall guy.
There you go.
Okay. I'm leaning towards that because if it's just one, come on, man, stop playing.
I mean, people people look to, sanitize these organizations and make them look good. I mean, even though you can clearly see the fucking shit that's going on. I mean, they want you to believe that 1/2 or 1% of police officers are like this, but you're constantly seeing videos of things happening, and then some, like the Sonya Massey situation. Young lady was in her kitchen, and a dude shot her point blank range, and I guess he got off on it.
Yeah, he did. You coming in my motherfucking kitchen, bitch.
It was more than one person, and I think that there was talk of it being more than one person. I mean, if you look at the videos, you could see the police officers wasn't even trying to stop these fucking people.
That way and to the left.
Yeah.
You got to go about 35, 45 feet and to the left. That's her
Right.
office.
Now,
Yes. And that wasn't him.
And then the only one that got demonized was the brother who who shot old girl in the fucking face because, and his orders were, hey man, if somebody breaches this fucking door, you are to use lethal, you know what I'm saying, action.
Yeah.
Well, the bitch breached it, and they like, oh, she was pushed from behind. No, she wasn't. And when she got in there, he shot her, and they demonized him like he was the only guilty one. Like, y'all can spin a story how y'all want, man. It's all bullshit, and we all seen what we seen. He ain't the only one, and anybody with eyes knows this motherfucker wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
He was up there giving Enrique Terrio information and shit. Come on, man.
I think it was well coordinated, and like you said, from the video, you could see guards, not just him, multiple guards, as in plural. Cass was like, "Hey, man, that way." You know, they wasn't standing their ground. They wasn't doing what they're supposed to do. I don't think none of them got suspended or written up.
The Capitol Police, it was them.
Yeah, you know, but this DC officer, the officer, got it. Just one guy. Okay.
It's crazy to see how Congress has been bringing these people to the front and asking them, like, how many FBI agents were in the crowd?
See,
like, how many intelligence officers did you have operating in this space? And they're like, yeah, we can't talk about that.
I thought the one number was, didn't they say something like 26 of them?
You got dudes that was bust in. You got different, agencies that were bust in that day. So it wasn't just DC, surrounding area. But come on.
Probably the motherfucking Mossad was in that bitch.
Yeah.
Probably a couple MI6 motherfuckers. And
everybody had a piece of that, but they had to put a face on it, and this is it. And hey man, sorry, homie. You're gonna take the L on this one.
Right. Yeah, man, Fall Guy, dude. It's like, I mean, ain't nobody stupid. I mean, they want to repaint they want to repaint the series of events. It was a peaceful protest as these motherfuckers is breaking in a secure facility, supposedly secure facility. You know what I mean? Whooping the officers' asses.
Defecating in the corner.
Now, this was a bunch of black motherfuckers. The word peaceful would have never came into the lexicon.
There'll be so many dead bodies on that line.
Right.
Godless savages.
Right. Godless savages. ChatGPT identify every one of them.
That way.
They were like, that ground is no longer, sacred because now it's
baby daddy Jamar.
They didn't drop the nuclear bomb on that area, so nothing can grow or do anything for the foreseeable future. It's it's like what's that island where that nuclear reactor went off, and they still seeing the side effects of that shit. Dogs and all that shit. No,
6 Mile Island.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That will be.
You're talking about Chernobyl.
I said they did it so much, like.
So that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, man, it's I don't know, man. It's not really. I mean, this shit is not shocking. We just saw a legion of COs beat a man.
3 Mile Island.
3 Mile.
3 Mile. Yeah.
Where we at, folks? It's where we at.
Yeah.
One Fall Guy. That whole insurrection.
One guy. Not the people that was letting them in, and one dude. And there was only one villain, the black dude, who did exactly what the fuck he was supposed to do.
At work, doing his fucking job. Yeah.
Who warned the bitch, don't listen.
Don't breach.
Don't breach.
You know what we used to do to you boys for whistling at white women? You shot one?
I shoot your
I don't care.
ass too.
I don't care you up north. Same rules. Don't care we up north. Yeah, man. Let's get it, man. Fuck it.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Oh, police in Columbus, Ohio are now charging $750 for a copy of their body cam footage.
Or
now, keep in mind that taxpayers pay their salaries, bought those cameras.
Right.
To pay for the electricity to charge those cameras, and it's for public safety. It's for the safety of the people that they're interacting with because they lie so goddamn much.
or
we're gonna make y'all pay for our bullshit. How about that?
Or
you know what? He said it. Old man said it the best way because I had so many questions, but you just like hit every nail that I was about to put in the
What's
coffin.
up?
You feel me? Just the whole, just that we pay their salary,
Mhm.
and now we have to pay for evidence of you fucking us up.
Well,
Yep.
it's to deter you from asking for the shit. Because it's either $750 for the full footage or $75 per hour of footage.
Yeah.
And again, man, like
We already paid for it.
we
Did we
already
just talk
paid for it.
about all this technology? Like,
Yeah.
how long does it take to get to bring up some footage? It doesn't take that long. They're making it seem like, oh man, we got to send this shit to motherfucking California. They got to edit. They got to do all this shit before we can get it to y'all. When it's like, dude, can you just airdrop that bitch?
Well, you know what the problem, what the excuse is they say, yeah, we're bogged down with the requests from social media influencers for footage of certain incidents. I'm like, y'all blaming everything on social media. Get the fuck out of here.
So that means with that point, so that means y'all getting paid. If they're
Right.
requesting it, then y'all got a price tag on that, right? Y'all getting paid. So I would think y'all would want to, keep the motherfucking machine going. Go ahead and keep pumping that shit out, right?
You got to understand, these people are going to get paid whether they do this or not.
Fuck. Yep.
Yeah, that the police department budgets are the only budgets that increase every year, no matter what the fuck that goes on.
Our
Like they have so
our
much
arrest
goddamn
rate was
money.
that shit. Go
Like,
ahead.
they have so much goddamn money. They're buying bulletproof vests for the dogs.
Right.
You know,
In Ohio, because dogs, they're getting eaten, and you got to protect the dogs.
Goddamn Haitians.
They're getting eaten, Kiki. They're eating the dogs and the cats and the bats. All the shit they could catch, they eating it.
They eating that shit.
But yeah, man, this is fucking wild. When I saw 750, and look what Saul said, it was like up to seven something an hour.
75.
So y'all know what they're gonna do? This is what in my head. Y'all already know. So if somebody got killed wrongfully death, you're gonna have to pay for that lawyer, and that lawyer is gonna put that 750 fee in there.
Yeah.
Just so they can look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Did Mike DeWine sign off on it yet?
I don't know.
He bet not.
That's it.
Don't know. I think he did, actually. I think he did.
Well, they said that they were actually wanting him to veto it, man.
I think he signed off on that. I think that already passed, and that's why they're like, they're charging $750 to get the footage. Like, so you fucking beat my child up, and now I got to pay for the the footage. Got it? Okay.
So the reason why it's there is now. I mean, it's just contradicting the reason why it's there.
No, it's a money grab, and it's also to slow the process down. Because if you don't have that,
everything that it's there for.
If you don't have proof, and there's only one side has the proof, and they're like, shit, we ain't putting that in discovery. No, nope, we don't have no video footage. But do you have access to some? Yes. Is it in evidence? No. See what I'm saying? They could just stop.
They gonna mess with it. With them doing this, they're showing you they about to be cut and edited and everything because we can't get to it now. You got to
just keep jacking up the prices. That's all. Like old man said, every year the shit goes up. You don't think this is going to go up too? Their salaries and everything goes up. This is going to go. It's right now it's $750. I can see by next year that shit being 1,000. Just make it a cool 1,000.
Yeah, it doesn't show if they passed it or not.
It's 50 on 700. They're gonna make it 1,050.
Yeah, it's 1,000. Give us a G. You'll get that.
I mean, I think the general public needs to understand that right now we are under a government and a corporate body that like is fucking legitimately against its own people.
Mm-hmm.
Between corporations and government, these motherfuckers don't care about their own people, man.
No.
Beyond the money they can make off of you.
It's only about that green. It ain't black or white, Hispanic, nothing.
Man.
It's green.
Yeah. System is definitely against you. Hey, like we talked about last week with Luigi Maggione being charged with terrorism. This week, people are claiming that they're getting letters from the Department of Justice and NYPD for supporting him online. They're starting to be investigated for supporting terrorism.
See. Now they
That
reaching.
That
Now
ain't
they
nothing-
reaching.
Yeah, that ain't nothing but rich motherfuckers getting scared because for a lot of them, that shit hit a little too close to home.
It's one of their own. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of their
But
own.
Right.
The thing with being labeled a terrorist, under the with Patriot Act, like you have no rights.
None.
None.
Like none. They
Forget
can
about
throw
traveling.
you in jail
Yeah. Yeah.
None.
Forget about
Forever.
traveling.
indefinitely
You flagged.
without
You're flagged.
without any process, whatever. They just put you away.
That's the scary part. That's why I always,
Yeah.
when we playing around here, whatever, I'm like, dude, we still live, and folks are watching, even though they don't seem like it, but they're watching, and it can get in the wrong hands. And that's why we do the allegedly, and we do a
And that's
disclaimer to
I'm
let folks
scared.
know, hey, look here, man, it's a satire. It's just us voicing a few opinions here and there. And be mindful what come out your mouth.
Yeah.
Because you could get jammed up. How many times we get put in timeout?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
we're like, what the fuck did we say? And
Allegedly,
we got to
Right.
go back and be like, oh, I can see how they took that. Okay.
allegedly, people have to understand who they are and realize that the government is there for themselves. And until you quit being scared and wake the fuck up about these alleged tactics that they putting out there, it's like everybody just follows suit. It's like everybody retarded, like
Okay.
allegedly retarded.
There you go. There you go. Allegedly,
Yeah, but nothing is going to change until something radical happens.
That part.
Nothing ever
it's-
changes until something
yeah.
radical happens.
Yeah.
until it, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face.
Right.
Mike Tyson 1-on-1.
It's cool when it happened to you, but if it happened over here, now it's a problem.
Right.
So-
Exactly, Miss Higgins. Exactly.
They started changing healthcare policies as soon as one of them got murked.
Yep. They went back to, oh yeah, you can have that anesthesia the full
Right.
term.
The whole-
However long it takes, you can
Whatever
have
you
it.
need. We'll throw a little hair on in there.
Throw a little fetty wop in there for you.
That
Just
boy
a little
up
fetty.
there.
Little that fetty.
We'll make you feel real good.
Yeah, we give you that
Mhm.
good stuff. You won't wake up with no headache. All right,
Good.
we got you.
Never had this off the street.
You got a broken pinky toe. Here you go. Hair on.
Sprinkle a
I
little
don't
crack
know.
on.
It's that pure war on terror, dope, baby.
Right.
That fish scale.
Oh,
Hey, y'all
shit.
good with this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is that man-made airstrip coke right here.
Here we go. We talk about times of changing, bro. Look
Yeah.
here. No more buses for the kids, man.
Yeah, we already got that going down in Youngstown. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta again, goes back to you have to adapt to the situation. If
To
there's
me,
no
it's
money
scary,
there, what are you
though.
gonna do?
To me,
That's
it's
the
scary
thing, it's-
because,
Go ahead.
especially like with this rideshare stuff, you know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
have to put your child in somebody else's care that you really don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel comfortable with the school because the school, everybody's accounted for. There's cameras on there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now people don't have like it says in the article, some people don't have the means to take off of work to take their kids to school and stuff like that. So the people that don't have the means now, they have to go to work and be scared for their child. So that's like a whole problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean,
It's
Like I
like
said,
a whole problem.
times have changed because if your homeboy, your homegirl didn't have a car or whatever, especially like in high school,
We used to walk.
we walked and we caught the word up. That's what it
I'm-
was.
Not
Let me
work.
Man, look. They got 2 buses, and that's for the special needs kids. And other than that,
with systems.
you got to take a motherfucker to school. And I'm gonna tell you that shit is awful.
I can only
I've been taking-
imagine,
I've
man.
been
I
taking
can only
motherfuckers to
imagine.
schools. I've been taking motherfuckers to school since elementary school. And my daughter is senior, and I got 6 more months of this shit. And it still feel like all that shit is grueling. Getting up out your sleep, That motherfucker take your time. You like, man, I gotta fight through this traffic. Get your ass
Oh,
up and let's get out early so I can drop you off. I
yeah.
want to come to a California roll. I don't even want to stop. You need to get that fuck out the car while it's moving at 2 miles per hour, so I can get back and get to sleep while I'm still.
I love you, but if your ass don't get out and jump and tuck, yeah, you're gonna get
Man,
smushed. You're gonna get smushed because I ain't hitting the brakes. Keep it pushing. Holler at me
man,
when you ready to come home. Shoot me a text or whatever.
that
Where you
part.
gonna be? Matter of fact, I'm gonna need you to hike like 2 more blocks over because I don't want to be in the carpool shit. Yeah, get your ass on over there. Over in the parking lot over at the Home Depot. I'll come scoop you.
That's
But
Right.
scary.
but rideshare apps, man, damn, times have definitely changed, man. For school,
And just imagine
Yeah.
you're paying taxes, and it's to support a public education system.
that part.
I
And
was
then on top of that, the public education system says that it's too expensive to build schools. So we're going to consolidate them. Now you're going to have to bus these kids everywhere. Then we can't afford busing. So now you have to drive these kids. Well, or use this rideshare app. It is mandatory for you to go to public education or, you go to jail.
Yeah.
Then after you spend 12 years in public education, you have to take out loans to go to college to get jobs that aren't available for you.
Right.
Yeah.
If this
Because
isn't
of the
the ultimate hustle,
H1B1.
yeah.
Yeah.
If this isn't the ultimate hustle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like it,
yeah.
We're gonna cut the thing that gets them to school. We're gonna cut that off. That's that pipeline, the busing, the transportation, we're gonna cut that off.
So you
Next
think,
very
thing,
little.
next thing you know, they're gonna be like, okay, kids got to bring their own water.
like
And,
you
and
said,
that's
Very little.
like
I'm
you
just
said,
saying.
that's stopping people. That's stopping people jobs. Like my mom, she's a bus driver. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So luckily, she about to retire. But at the end of the day, like that could be her job.
well,
Mhm.
that's the thing they said. They said, "Oh, well, it's a shortage of bus drivers." I don't believe that shit.
Yeah.
Right.
I
No,
don't believe
everybody
that
in
shit.
America has got a CL.
And this is the thing, man. Up here, I said, "Hey, man, why the fuck? Why the kids don't ride?" I'm just like, no, why they don't ride school buses? District ain't got the money. Well, what the fuck do you mean the district ain't got the money? They just built a new a new football field over here. They just built a new baseball field over there. What the fuck you mean they don't have the money?
Well,
How,
because
how is it that
allegedly,
these cities never seem to have money anymore?
the mayors and shit be doing extra shit with the money. Allegedly, let's
Man,
just
look,
because it was some stuff that came out in Youngstown where people took money down to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Taking money out of office for these babies down here. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't have the money, you have the wrong people in office. That's all I got to
hold
say.
on. And wait a minute. I don't mean to cut you off, Miss Kiki. This particular article wasn't this is Chicago, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. If I'm not
So,
mistaken.
so that's an even bigger problem because they got that fucked up ass mayor Brandon Johnson who went up there and spent something like $500 million on illegals, and
Mhm.
then tried to raise the property tax up on the residents after he ran on not raising the property taxes. I think like he wanted to raise it like 300 million. That shit failed. Then
Mhm.
he went to 180. That shit failed.
Mhm.
And then they got it down to like 60 something, and they said reluctantly they passed it. And I'm like, why the fuck did y'all pass it? Like,
Yeah.
they got some of the most corrupt aldermen and goddamn, like that man, like Brandon Johnson is look, man, I don't give a fuck if he sees this. That motherfucker's an idiot. They said, oh, he was a public school teacher. Well, I see why public school education is fucked up if he wanted to teach us. That dude is a fucking idiot.
Yeah, this, like I said, man, this isn't an isolated incident. This rideshare shit is not just in what you call it. Kiki said is in Ohio, is in Chicago. It's all over. They showed the
Yeah.
map. It's not just a shortfall in Chicago. It's all over these United States, man.
Yeah.
Shit, transportation. That's the whole the epicenter of everything for these kids is getting there. Get them to school. Get
Like,
them. Get them
what's
there.
the
on,
safe
man.
part? Like, it might be because this Youngstown is small, so you know what I'm saying. Kids probably have to ride the WRTA, and you got to worry about the WRTA because I rode the WRTA, and it'd be some suspect people on there.
But
Word
So,
up.
so
Yes,
now,
ma'am.
now you got your little trains and stuff in Chicago. You know what I'm saying. You can get everywhere else, but because it's so overpopulated, you can't even keep eyes on these babies. You know what I'm saying. So to me, is fucked up in the worst way because it's too much stuff happening to kids as it is with all this sex trafficking and everything. That's my concern. You know what I'm saying? And then you having to go to work. Some people work the night shift. Some people, you know what I'm saying? Some people just can't take their babies to school. And for this to happen, it's just so unrealistic. It's like, why is this even happening?
Now,
And
mind you,
again,
this is a
sauce. You said we pay for it.
this is a rideshare, application. This isn't like Uber. This is some other shit. You know what I mean? So we don't even know about the regulations
like
on
Jitney.
Yeah,
Like a
seriously.
Jitney cat.
Yeah.
August
Yeah.
Wilson. It's Jitney.
Exactly. So we don't know the regulations. We don't know if dude picking up kids smelling like a zip or what. We don't know. Smelling like
like a
Wild
kid.
Eye in the morning.
Well, they said it
You
was
know?
other.
What
They
is
said
he
it
a
was like.
pedophile? Let's keep it real. Pedophile.
They said it was like other parents, but I think the bigger thing is, let's go back with the Cuddy said, man. Like, you don't want to give them transportation to get to the school. It's illegal for them to get to the school. Then when they get to the school, the lunches are shitty. You feed them absolute fucking garbage. I don't know if you guys seen the video of where
Unless you're in a good school district.
they compared the average lunch for a child here versus the lunch for a child in all these other countries and shit.
Oh my God, it was like night and day, man. It was like
Yeah.
penitentiary to the penthouse.
Yeah.
Well, you
as
see
far as
the-
food, the food was
this-
fresh.
Fresh food. Yeah.
The same contractors that provide food for public schools are the same ones that
Also,
provide for the jails.
Mhm.
Yeah, and my daughter's like, man, they give us fucking box water. If you open up the yogurt, it's got mold in it. We all go to eat off campus, but the principal don't want to let us eat off campus. But
I'm
again,
sorry,
let's
I
get
don't mean to talk over you, but you just said box water.
box water.
Mhm.
Yeah, but
That's new.
but back to the bigger picture, they don't want to feed them properly. You got lemons in there who ain't worth shit teaching them. You're closing down hundreds of schools in certain areas. You don't want to give them transportation, and then you want to sit up here and call America. Then they gotta take out loans to go to these fucking colleges. That half the shit they teach is of no use. And then you want to sit up here and call these people lazy and uneducated, and we got to get these people from other countries to do the work. If you want to talk about the culture, talk about that part of the culture, not about motherfuckers on the internet trying to making a little bit of money. Because I'm sorry, if I can make a TikTok video and get a $20,000 check because I'm making YouTube videos, you're pretty goddamn smart to me.
Yeah.
That part. These
But
little kids are making so much money just gaming. Having people watch them play a video game, making more than I probably make in this lifetime.
On some real
Come on,
shit, T-Pain said that he makes more money as Torrent.
Mhm.
Let's just keep it real for
No, he
playing
said he makes more money. He was like, I don't have to leave my living room. He was like, I made 50,000 playing such and such, and I shouted out a different company, and they paid me a few thousand as well while I was gaming. And he was like, I make more doing that than I do just going off, doing a couple shows here and there. And he was like, and I didn't have to leave my house. And he's like, and I'm on the low end of what these kids are doing. He was like, I just got into this shit.
Right.
Wow, I want to, I got a PlayStation here.
You got to have a platform, baby. You got to have a platform. Old man put us on. He put us on. What's that? Twitch. Yeah, he put us on Twitch. We on that too. So, yeah.
But you gonna need more than a place. Do you ever see these motherfucking setups?
Oh, it's it's that shit. Yeah, it's
like all around you, like you're in it.
Yeah, that's
they actually have college courses for this shit now, man. They have teams. You could get a scholarship and be on the fucking team to game because the money's there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
So yeah, man. Rideshare.
You got to do some shit. They teaching motherfuckers that already know how to do what the fuck they need to do. Let me get some money. Let me capitalize.
We went from ride shares to getting a ride with the homie with the Chevette to ride share.
But I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you though. I'm gonna say this. It's a fucked up situation, but for you to come up with a rideshare app, that was a smart, genius move.
Again, it goes back to Ms. Kiki. We all have to adapt, and no matter what color, race, what socioeconomic, status you have, everybody has to adapt to the situation. The school closed down. Okay, now we got to, figure out we're gonna send this kid to this school where, from kindergarten to fucking 12th grade is all in the same fucking building. We got to figure this out.
I just don't understand why busing has to stop. Like, why? That has nothing to do with technology. That has with a kid getting to go to school.
This motherfucker's just greedy, cutting corners where they feel they can, without people raising the snake, So that's how that goes. It's like you said. This is what's the point if they can't get there? What's the point of even having it? We're going back to the COVID days where everybody was homeschooled.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I don't think folks want to go for that. So they're like, I will do anything, rideshare, whatever, but just don't have me having to teach these motherfuckers from sun up to sundown. I work midnights, and the last thing I want to do is hooked on phonics with these little motherfuckers. So
all right.
Leave me alone so I can rest. But yeah, man, it was like I said, it was some crazy shit that happened during that time, and now we out of that, and this is where we at right now. So hopefully, man, they'll figure something else out other than rideshare apps.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ain't figuring shit else out.
I'm just scary.
I'm just putting it out, man, trying to operate on the higher frequency, man.
That's allegedly that's sex trafficking all 101, everything trying to make it easier to get to these kids.
Next. allegedly, yes,
we got next, man.
Woman born with 2 vaginas finding it hard to date. This story was bananas, man. Yes, she finding it hard to date.
What's up, Miss Kiki? Please take lead on this.
I had 2 questions. My first question is, where is the pussy? Like, is it is they next to each other or they
next
to each other? She has 1 cervix and 2 fallopian tubes.
Well, she got
a booty hole in the middle.
Shut up, man.
She got a wife in a circle.
Okay.
I thought it said she had 2 uteruses, 2 cervix.
Y'all tell the story before I get my shit off. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead. Because I thought I saw it, the diagram, whatever, and I thought it was 1 cervix and a fallopian tube here and fallopian tube over here, and they were like she could have 2 babies.
Yeah.
At once or whatever, if possible. And she said she found it odd that, once people found out her situation, she would go out and dudes would approach her in 2s.
Yeah.
And she was like, hey, these dudes want to be what she call it, tunnel brothers?
Tunnel buddies.
Tunnel buddies.
Or she said motherfucker would show up to the date and he'd be nice.
Yeah.
And then when she let him know what time it was, he come back with the homie.
Yeah. That is so fucking nasty. That is so nasty.
That's a gay dude.
I'm one of those dudes. I never thought running the train on a chick was that.
I thought it was gay shit.
That was some nasty shit to me. And
three naked motherfuckers.
Tag teaming. Yeah, I never thought that was the move. But she said that she was in a relationship and her dude wanted to do that, and she said it piqued her interest a little bit, and then she backed off from it or whatever. I was like, but you put yourself out there like that.
No, she didn't back up. She said something happened.
So I'm just like, did she
say something? Something did happen?
Yeah, she said she said at first she was a little perplexed.
Okay.
Did she entertain that shit? And something happened, circumstances arose, and but I'm gonna say this, I don't feel bad for the motherfucker. Because if you look at it,
because I'm trying to figure like when you masturbate, because do you rub both clits? Because that shit is powerful.
Well,
it's all internal for the most part.
So
it's all internal. So she's not, DJing down there.
That was my second question, because I'm up there like,
we gotta fuck to the left or right.
Right.
But I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad for this bitch, because it strikes me that she's saying that shit to get attention. And then
Oh
you
yeah,
don't
hell yeah,
you don't like the
hell yeah.
attention that comes with it. I mean,
Mhm.
if you keep getting the same reaction, why would you keep saying it? And then look at her picture. She got a gang of these racy ass photos. She
Uh-huh.
down for the
She got
play.
OnlyFans.
Play girl.
That's what I'm saying. She down for the play. She
So
got
that's my thing. Like she got because I was thinking like if she gonna
yeah.
go the whole route, then here's the thing.
Yeah,
If you gonna go the whole route, go ahead and let one pussy get ran through and keep the other one for your husband and say you a virgin.
Oh my God.
well, yeah,
Okay.
I think she down for the play, man. I
I
think
told
this
you,
is some bullshit.
it's
But
one it's a one-way street, but once you get in there, there's multiple off ramps, and apparently, like I said, so you can go in one way, but it splits off. It's,
I
there's a fork,
It's a fork in the
there's a
road.
Y, there's a fork in the road,
because
and
you
you
have
could
a chance.
drop a seed over here, and you could drop a seed over there, but you can only go in one way.
Right.
But you got a
You could
chance
shoot
of
left.
your whole phase,
Yeah, I don't know, man.
and you got a chance of your virginity forever. You know what I mean? Until
Can
you
you-
find that right one. So I
Can
don't
you
know.
say that? Can you say that? Or what if one dude hits you off and he hits both of them?
But see,
He shoot his shot and
I need
that
to
side
know.
get pregnant and that side get pregnant.
Well, see, I need to know see if she only got one hoe, then that's
Yes.
just
Yes.
oh, well, that's no fun because I'm trying like, do we got 4 pussy lips?
That's why I was trying to tell you, Miss Kiki, one way in, fork in the road.
Oh.
She could have 2 kids, but she's claiming she has 2 vaginas because she can have 2 kids, but there's only one vagina.
Hey man,
But her hymen is big as an earlobe.
Hey, fuck to the right. Don't fuck to the left.
this bitch just want attention,
That's for
man.
my baby.
Man,
That's
this
his street.
this bitch want attention, man. I think that she's in a particular lifestyle already.
The way she
And
looks.
I feel like that even if she didn't tell motherfuckers that she had, 2 vaginas, I feel like people would still try her because of the lifestyle that she's in.
Mm-hmm.
They think she a smut.
I think she let her self worth go a while ago. Like if you want to keep it real, like if somebody told me I had 2 vaginas, so I'm deformed, like she let her self worth go. She didn't know what was what, and she found somebody that said, "You have what?" Yeah, I have 2 vaginas, and he coached her and said, "Hey, this can work for you." And then before you know it, she had an OnlyFans.
Like I said, she got a little gimmick, and like I said, it's cool, but it gets technical. She's playing to the whole, to the fact that she could get pregnant twice.
Right.
So she's saying, not technically she has 2 vaginas, she has 2 fallopian tubes. Is technically what she has. She has 1 vagina.
The thing is, she's making mockery out of herself because anybody can have 2 kids if they have twins or multiple embryos. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about you is that you could probably have 4 or 5, maybe 6 at the same time.
That would be
She gonna bleed to death every month.
Yeah, that would be tragic.
Even if you get ran through, you don't know who all the baby daddies is. It could be 6 baby daddies at the same time.
You're right. I hope she treads lightly considering her situation because she could catch that whammy, and like especially if she if the tunnel buddies, one black, one white, an Asian here and there or whatever, and you pop up with these kids.
So wait,
What's up?
She got 4 ovaries, right? So this is what we're saying. Because if it's one pussy hoe, she's known for 2 vaginas, then she has 4 ovaries.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now
they had the diagram up and it had 1 hole and 2 fallopian tubes on the side with the joints on the side.
It's an ovary per, like 1 ovary on each side.
1 ovary on each side. Okay.
Yeah.
Like my pussy.
But you only have 1 fallopian tube.
Oh, well, that's true.
Well, no.
She has 2
fallopian tubes. It's just everybody has 2 fallopian. Well, every woman should have 2 fallopian tubes, 1 uterus and 1 vaginal canal.
But she has. Okay.
What she has is a situation. Is what she
Well,
has.
yeah, I'm gonna say, girl, just be careful.
Hey, come to Vegas and set up shop. You'll be fine.
Yeah, and if I was her, I wouldn't tell everybody if it's one pussy hoe. I thought she was looking like weird, like you know what I'm saying? One thigh, one pussy, two clits.
See, you took it there.
Like that, she doing too much. Like I wouldn't even tell nobody. I'd just be like, hey, let's have fun. You know what I mean?
That's a conversation starter.
As long as the outside look right, you feel me?
Tunnel buddies.
Tunnel buddies is hilarious. I find it hilarious that she says it's hard to find, dates when you got two vaginas, but it ain't hard for these, dudes out here to find dates when they, got tits. It's
and they got
yeah. You see me playing the smallest violin right now for her.
That's why I don't believe her, man. I don't believe that shit.
Right whoever's out there, if you're a man, if you have one butthole and two anuses, let us know.
What we got next?
That's it. That's it for 2024, man. That's how we going 2024.
Hey, real quick, man, before we get out of here, y'all see they got the Cooking with Kai babe up out of there?
What?
Oh.
No, they don't. They got a whole bunch of. Did you see all the other haters coming along and like trying to be like her? There's other females copying her style, trying to be.
Of course, they got dudes doing it, which is hilarious, man. That's the funny shit, Miss Kiki. They got
days and dems.
Right.
Like, bitch, we can't have shit no more.
Cooking with Miss Netta. Cooking with Miss Netta. That
Cooking with Jake Steed.
Right. What the
Cooking with Jake Steed.
Shit is hilarious, but I didn't know they got her up out of there though, man. Damn. Okay.
Cooking with Wesley Pipes.
Damn.
They said they got her up out of there. I was like, that's a motherfucking shame.
If that's too much salt, tell me take some out then.
Right. Remember the gin and the juice.
Yeah.
Get that gin and the juice though.
But ladies and gents, thank you again for another great season. I will check back in with y'all next year.
Yeah.
We sipping on the Black Shiraz.
Hey y'all, hey.
We'll be popping bottles tomorrow night.
Superman lover.
Oh yeah.
Red or
nah, this is actually light and not heavy at all. It's it's far from sweet. Almost a little bitter, but yeah, it's cool though.
I don't like that one.
Say man, how is that? I ain't get started yet, man. I've been sick, man. How's that Muddy Waters too?
Bruh, treat yourself. That'll make you feel good. That'll make you feel better. And listen to that Superman Lover 7. You see the name up there. Dog, he freaked the hell out of that damn song. I don't know what got into him. And the killer part is, man, he said this was done during COVID.
See, I was trying to figure out what was on that TV screen, just like in the first Muddy Waters.
Yeah. It's Red took his time with this one, and he didn't like cater to what's going on now. It's just like we in the 90s.
Okay,
it's hot. Even Eminem just came out talking about I've been waiting for this for years, so he about to get the Eminem bump.
They said it was a classic.
It's dope.
Is Eric Sermon producing on it?
Everybody's on it. Everybody's on it as far as, but for the most part, it's Eric, tall black guys. Hey man, watch the Dirty 30. We did a whole segment on that shit, man.
It's nice.
But yeah, it's fire, man.
What's up?
It's an old remedy, but go get it if you can. Google it. What's in your area? If you can find Father John's, that should be knocked out your system in one day. Father John's. It's an old remedy, but when I tell you, somebody put me onto it. That shit knocks it out. It's better than Robitussin. It's better than NyQuil. Father John's.
Father John.
Yeah, let Father John get up in you.
No pun intended.
Or Father Johnson medicine. This shit.
Yeah, put that Johnson in you.
Yes, Father John's. Yep.
Put that in yourself.
That right there is an old school remedy, but that is like the closest thing to like the most natural thing that can.
But you got to take it.
Feel right, dude.
It'll knock it out of you. and you ain't got to worry about stuff messing with your heart or anything. It's like,
But
Yeah,
you
let
gotta
Father
take an
Johnson hit your
enema.
stomach.
You gotta take an enema.
wait, what? No,
What?
You gotta take a public enema. That's what you
no,
need.
no.
You feeling of
You
accomplishment.
drink it.
It'll hit your system faster. If you
Just
take a
look it
public
up.
enema.
Look it up, and if it's something that you can have, go
Pour
get
it
it.
in your ass.
Don't
I
cough.
Yeah, I
Don't
like.
cough.
I ain't had nothing enter me in a minute. I might take an intimate or a dish, one of
I'm
the
gonna
two.
look at this. Let me see some Father John's.
Shit, I might take 2 dishes.
Hey, this shit $6.98 too.
The first one don't last that long. So.
You found some cheap Johnson?
I'm talking about medicine. You talking about dick? Well, you found some cheap dick. Where I can get it at?
Amazon.
Consider it.
You got that
Consider
Amazon
It's
Prime?
only cheap.
That Prime dick?
Yeah,
There you go. Go
anything
get
where,
that.
like Father
It's only
John,
cheap
where
because
is
you're in,
that John
it's only
dick?
cheap because you're in the Bay Area. That Johnson real cheap in the Bay Area.
Shit.
Yeah.
We know you over in the Middle East holding hands with them little boys. You know what you're doing over there.
I'm out here with America's best war fighters. You at home with that Johnson.
You get the fuck out
Keep
of
that
here.
Johnson out your hand. All right? Keep that Johnson out your hand.
Hey,
Get 2 of them.
you get the Father Johns, I'll get the
Nah,
Johnsons.
shit.
Okay,
Double
guys?
fist them Johnsons.
I'll take.
We got to get him because he's sick. That's all. He's sick and he's
Yeah,
tired.
yeah, yeah.
He on the ropes. He on the ropes tonight, man. Let that man
That's all
breathe.
right. That's all right.
Let him breathe,
Cut
man.
Top of
He's
the new
like,
year.
2025, I got your ass.
Shoe program, nigga. Put cases on all y'all ass.
Hey y'all, but for real, like I wish y'all nothing but prosperity, peace,
Hell yeah.
and upliftments for the next year. Like maybe y'all do better or have better experiences than 2024. Because 2024 was fucked up for me. So I pray that y'all have
Yeah, man.
I
uplifted.
appreciate the good
I
vibes.
appreciate it.
Everybody
Yes.
stay on the high frequency and let's keep this going 2025, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Peace, family.
Peace.
Peace.
Superman lover. What's up, Cuddy?
Shit, man. How you feeling?
Nigga, did you just ask that